Hey everyone, Paul Finck here, the Maverick Millionaire, and this is Maverick Mondays, and we are here to create abundance, create joy, create happiness, create a difference in the world, your world and mine, and do it right now. That's what this is all about, is creating a different world, creating a different magic in our life. So much of our world, our life is about creation, is about change, is about observing, receiving, experiencing the world and making a difference in it every single day. And we're going to be talking about what that looks like, what that really looks like in our life. Yes, yes, yes. Come join me. Come hang out. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire, and this is Maverick Mondays. And this is where we talk about what it means to be a maverick, what it means to create abundance in your world, what it means to live the life of joy and happiness every single day, and how to create that in your life right now. We are doing it different, and as a maverick, we do it different every day. We don't do it like everyone else does it. At least that's our goal. And what I know delivers, what I know creates abundance in our world is by doing it different than the average. What do I mean? Hey guys, doing it different than the average is the average people, the majority of people out there. They are depressed, they're unhappy, they're broke, they are struggling. That is the norm. As painful as it is to say and worse to live, that is what the reality is out there. As a maverick, as somebody who does it different, you get to choose. You get to create a new existence. You get to be the 3%, 5%, 10% of people that actually like their life. Can you imagine? Actually like the life that they're living and living it every single day. As the Maverick Millionaire, it is about how do you create the abundance. I do believe that making money is a powerful, profound thing, especially in the society and the world we live in, and that when you have the money, when you have the capability of creating it at whim, and you really understand the energy around money, that then you can create a whole bunch more power and abundance for not just yourself, but other people around you as well. And then you can actually make things happen with all that extra income in your world. So Maverick Millionaire, doing it different and creating monetization and money around it, all of which we talk about right here. And today I want to talk about pain, work, anguish, some things that we really don't like in our life, right? No. We don't want those things in our world. That's what we want to talk about, because I hear so many people, no. I don't like to do that, so I'm not going to do it. I don't like to do that, so I'm not going to have it in my life. And yet there's certain things that we've got to do. I was hanging out with a buddy of mine, Tim Gillette. Shout out to Tim. He's probably going to join here one of these moments soon. Tim was talking about, and we were talking about some of the things that it takes to be an entrepreneur, to be a success, to create that great life that you want. And sometimes that means doing things you really don't like to do. And I advise people, I talk to people about what that means for them and what they would be doing. And, oh, no, I don't like to do that. And so they don't. Oh, no, that's too much. That's work. No, I want to enjoy. I want to feel happy and joyful and do only the fun things in my world. No, there are times when you've got to buckle down. You've got to do the things that you may not quite enjoy at the moment, what you do enjoy. And this is how you really move through the component of having work ethic and doing things that are painful or causing you anguish in the moment, is that you're doing it to move to a different place. You're doing it to get the results from that work, to create the results in your life. And the payback is that you put forth this effort and then you get back 10 times more. 10 times more in joy, abundance, freedom, choice in your world. And so you absolutely want to make sure you're putting forth that effort, doing that exchange of value. And so when people say, no, I don't want to do that, I tell them your results may vary. That you don't want to put forth the work. You don't want to put forth the effort. You don't want to put forth the time that's going to take. Well, your results may vary. Your results may vary. What does all that mean? We're here talking. I'm Paul Finck. I am the Maverick Millionaire, and this is Maverick Mondays, and we're talking about the concept of pain, anguish, work, actually having to put forth that work into the world. Is that something to shun or something to grab hold of? Is that something to scare away and say, no, never, never, never? Or is that something to grab hold and say, yes, I absolutely am willing to do the work today to get the results tomorrow. I'm absolutely willing to, and in this day and age, I hear it all the time, instant gratification, that's what I want. They don't quite say it that way. They phrase it differently. Only that's what is really going on. They want things now in this instant world we live in. Hey, Terry. Hey, Christine. Hey, everybody. Rosanna, Don, and Guy. Welcome. We are hanging out talking about, well, work, effort, putting forth today for tomorrow, trading the work, the anguish, pain that you go through. You know, you talk to high-level successful people. You talk to people that are Olympic athletes. You talk to people that just are high achievers, and no matter what category there is. Haley, welcome aboard. Monica, we've got everyone joining in. Hey, guys, absolutely comment below about what effort you've put in, what pain you've put forth. What is it that you're willing to do to create the results on the backside? And sometimes in this world of immediate gratification, people want the results right away. I have people, and I do a coaching program that's what I would say is a year-long coaching program, although the truth of the matter is once people come on board and they start coaching with us, they never leave, because we continue to build and grow on what we did yesterday, today, and we keep moving forward. So great to hear from you too. And so we're talking about going forth. And so in the coaching program, I tell people this is a longer process. It took you, most people that come into my program, it took them 30, 40, 50 years to get into that space, to get into that challenge, to create the life that they now have. Now they want to create a massive change in their life. Well, could you give me more than 1, 2, or 3 months? And that's where the challenge comes in, is that they get in month 1 and then they go, oh, what's going on? How come I'm not a millionaire yet? It's month 1. Put forth the effort and watch what happens on the backside. Watch what happens in month 6, month 7, month 8. That's where we start developing the results. In most companies, you'll see an up and down happening, and you'll notice around their annual meeting, their annual sales meeting, for instance, everyone will get together and they'll do their great sales training. I've got a sales training coming up I'm doing for a corporation locally here, and we're going to go in there and do this great annual sales training. Well, once the annual training ends, usually you'll see a spike. You'll see a spike in their results right away. All of a sudden, wow, everyone's energized, everyone's motivated. They start utilizing the techniques and strategies and they go for it. Then it's month 3, month 4, month 5. They haven't been in training recently. They haven't been re-energized with the information. They haven't gotten another booster shot of what it is that we are talking about here. And in month 3, 4, 5, 6, they've already peaked and they're starting on the downturn. Then in month 7, 8, 9, the corporation starts thinking, hey, remember that sales meeting we had last year? We should do that again. That seemed to really pick up sales, and we could use that right now. And then they have another annual sales meeting. What you really need and what really works for most people is staying in that environment week in and week out, staying in that environment month in and month out, quarter in and quarter out, not just once a year. And when you do, you can skyrocket. But it takes work, it takes effort. It takes putting in the process today to create the results for tomorrow. I'm on the backside of, started in about 2002, 2003 in real estate. And that was really the beginning of the journey I'm on now. And it's amazing. Started doing coaching and training and started running events like I do all around the country, about once every 2 to 3 months, all around the calendar. And in doing all that, I think back to the early days. Oh my gosh, there was pain, there was suffering. There was playing the credit card fandango, where we were borrowing from one credit card to pay off another, and then doing that round robin and checking to see what balances there were, increasing certain credit lines. We were doing that every single month when I first started. I was building a real estate portfolio and building for the future. I was building this particular company, and we were doing everything we could to create our future. Create our future. And it wasn't about, oh my gosh, I'll put in a little bit of time now, and tomorrow I better see the results. It was, I put in the time now. I put in the time tomorrow. I put in the time the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And then sometimes down the road, sometime in the future, my world showed up. The world I was meant to live in all along, the life I was meant to have all along. But if I put forth consistent, persistent effort over time to create it. And it's what most people aren't willing to do. And I don't say that judgmentally. I'm just stating the statistical fact. Most people don't do it. Most people put forth a few steps, and then they want to demand results. They want it to show up right then. And then when it doesn't, they get all pissy. They start pointing fingers at the world. They start saying, oh, no, what's wrong with you guys? You're leading me wrong. It must be the economy's fault, the president's fault. It must be some other country's fault. It must be someone else's fault, because it certainly couldn't be mine. I'm not responsible for my life. No, that would be too hard. I want you all to get 100% responsibility lands right here. And it lands right here for each and every one of you. Pain, anguish, suffering, work is good. It is what moves us, what helps us innovate, achieve, move forward in our world, step out of the fire. If the fire was never painful, we'd all just burn. I remember years ago, I was getting started and realized I got started with 6 kids under 6 years old. That was my motivation. That was where it drove me. You got to understand, I had built a lifestyle around having my wife and myself. Then we built a lifestyle around having 2 more children. And so a family of 4, well, I was making about $100,000 a year. And man, that felt good. It felt like we were able to live life. 4 more kids. Talk about doubling down. All my expenses, all my bills doubled, even tripled. There was no way to survive on what I was making. I had to create something more. That pain created everything that you see in front of you. All the good, all the people I've touched, all the companies I've built up, all the prosperity I've created, all the accolades, all of that came from the pain of being there with not enough money to feed my family effectively. That's where it starts. So for all of you that look to avoid pain, no, jump into it, grab hold of it, embrace it, and then say, now, how do I move forward from this point forward? How do I create a new existence? The pain is here. Now, what do I do about it? That's the key to success. That's the key to innovation. That's the key to achievement. Embrace the pain and then say, now what? How can I take care of this pain, work through it, or embrace it knowing that I'm going to do it for a short period of time? You've heard some of the distinction between optimism and pessimism, where a pessimist, they see pain and they believe it's going to last forever, that it is permanent, that the situation will be like that till the end of time. An optimist looks at pain, looks at struggle, looks at anguish, and says it is temporary. It's only here now. It's not going to be here forever. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So profound in how people approach life and understanding the magnitude of what you can create when you look at life from an optimistic point of view and you realize, yes, I go through pain now. Yes, I go through anguish now. Yes, I go through effort now, and I put in sacrifices. I create sacrifice in my life today for the abundance that's sure to come, that's right around the corner, that is at the end of the tunnel. This is Paul Finck. This is Maverick Mondays, and we're talking about, is pain something that's good? Is anguish good? I'm telling you, I'm expressing to you, my argument is absolutely, it is the best thing for you, and all of you must embrace it. Look for it. Look to see what sacrifices you can make today to create tomorrow. Because then you get a tomorrow. You get a magnitude of tomorrow and abundance in your world that is so profound that you can taste it. What sacrifices are you looking to put forth today? Go ahead and comment below. Go ahead, and whether you're listening to this live or listening to this on rebroadcast, absolutely comment. I will be watching this. I'll be engaging with you. So absolutely, what pain have you been going through? What pain are you willing to go through to create a new world? A new world for you, a new world for all of us. See, what's really amazing is not only did I create sacrifice and create an abundance in my life, in my family's life. My kids are now of age where they're graduating from college, or they're in college, graduating from grad school even. We have lots of people, all my children are in that process where we're beginning to see the results of the labor that we put forth back 10, 20 years ago. And in watching that, every one of them is saying, thank you. Thank you for the effort, the struggles that you taught me to be able to handle, and that you went through to create the life that we have now. That's powerful. That's moving. My one daughter, Alexandra, just graduated with her master's in teaching, and what a great day. We just did that the other day. My other daughter is going in for her PhD in biomedical. What an amazing journey they're on. And we've created a life of power, of choice, of magnitude for all of them, that is going to give them a life that they really love for the rest of their life. That's what I've been working on. That's what I've been putting forth the effort for. And then what about all of you? I wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be sharing this moment, and you wouldn't be hearing these words if it wasn't for the effort that I put in 15 years ago that created the momentum that brought me to this day. How many lives have I touched in doing so, in changing and stepping up my game and being more than I ever thought possible? And how many people are you going to be able to change? How many people are you going to be able to move? How many people are you going to inspire by your motion from this day forward? It's amazing to even contemplate the magnitude of people that we touch when we step up, when we change, when we dare to go through that anguish and that pain to create a better world. Dare to do it different than the people next door. Because the people next door, as I said, the 95%ers in this world are depressed, unhappy, frustrated, broke, struggling every day. Let's show them, let's give them the pathway to live a different life by stepping up in our own way, each and every one of us, to create a better world for ourselves, and in turn, a better world for all the people around us, to be the guiding light for all this, for all the change that could be. Dare to feel the pain. Dare to go through the anguish. Dare to do it. Comment, and question below. We've got a ton of people listening to this and watching this, and love to hear your comments. What kind of pain are you going through? What are your comments about what I'm talking about? Please, please, please engage with me. My goal with all of these Maverick Mondays is to create the community, create the engagement so that we can have these conversations on a regular basis. So absolutely go and comment below. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what your thoughts are around this topic alone, and so that we can continue this conversation long after this recording is done, which is going to happen in just a moment. So absolutely, I am dedicated to be here. I'm dedicated to be with all of you to create a different world, to show the way on how to do it different, how to really step up way beyond your comfort zone, way beyond what is the world that you've grown to know, to show you there is more, that there is another world out there. Oftentimes, from my point of view, I feel like I'm looking at the world through the looking glass. If you understand the Alice in Wonderland reference, that I'm watching and I'm seeing things now that I never saw before. That going back 20 years ago, I was a different person and didn't have the eyes I have now, didn't observe things the way I'm observing them now. And that is so profound that now I look at the world and go, it's obvious, isn't it? That everyone should be acting this way, doing this, and yet it isn't, and which is why we need to deliver this message, why we need to tell more and more people. We've got a couple comments. I'm going through growing pains right now, Monica says, with being between two worlds, my new world I'm creating in the old world. So profound. You will find you're going to change your friends or change your friends. You're going to be changing your world, and you're going to be stepping between those two. Dare to take the final step. Monica, you are inches away from wanting and needing and being in position and take that final step. Go ahead, take the leap. It is glorious when you do. I asked discomfort to turn up, pivot into curiosity, embrace the suck so it propels me to better and different. Absolutely, Susan. What do you think the biggest pain people are afraid of facing in order to change? Thanks, Rosanna. Yeah, Rosanna was with me during some of those early years of pain. She actually helped me do, Rosanna was my acting personal assistant way back in the time. She also happens to be my niece. So she was helping me out, and she helped me do the credit card fandango years ago. Remember that? We go through which credit card has the best chance of giving us more money, and every month we went through it. Anyway, what do you think the biggest pain people are afraid of facing? The reality is that the biggest pain people are afraid of facing is the pain of their own insecurities, and ineffectiveness. Let me say that again. The pain of their own insecurities and their own ineffectiveness. It is so profound. And I faced it. I had the same challenge. For most people, looking in the mirror is the scariest thing in the world to do. And when I say look in the mirror, I don't mean superficially seen, although for some people that's really scary. It's facing what's real inside and acknowledging. I teach people, and when you come to my 3-day boot camp, and for many of you, you've seen this lesson, I teach people that what you think creates your world. What you say creates your existence, creates everything that you have. And when you face that for real, you begin to realize that everything you have in your life has been a choice that you've made, that you've decided is what you wanted. And so then you look around and you realize, you mean all the crap that I have in my world is because of me? All the stuff, I'm poor because I want to be. I'm unhappy because I want to be and I choose to be. I'm in bad relationships because I chose bad relationships. And that's what I wanted to do. And the reality is, yes, that is too painful for most people to face. That's their biggest fear, is to acknowledge that everything that they have is their fault and that they have the power within them to change it, and then they don't. And then they got nobody to blame but themselves. You know, my vision of hell, which goes a little bit philosophical as well as spiritual, so I'm just going to lay it out there and let you digest it as you will. My vision of hell is that all our blocks, all our mental barriers in our world, in our brain, come crumbling down, and we're able to tap into all our memories, all our thoughts, and all our actions with complete clarity. And that hell is being able to really observe and really watch and really see for the first time all the pain and anguish that we caused ourselves and others all during our life. Heaven is the same thing, only we're able to see for the first time all the good and all the greatness that we developed in the world as well. And so when you live a great life, on your deathbed, you'll experience either a great life, you'll experience heaven. A not so great life, you'll experience hell. And it's all the blocks, all the barriers that we've built over years, all the filters that we've built in our brain come crumbling down, and we're able to see clearly in all its totalitarianism of everything in our world, everything that we've experienced in our life, all becomes self-evident in one flash of a moment. That's heaven and hell in my world. What life do you want? What life do you want to create in your world? What ending to your world do you want to see? Heaven or hell? Face your demons now. Face them head on. Realize you've got a choice, and you get to choose today to create a magnitude of abundance, a magnitude of existence for yourself, or the life you now have for all too many. We've got a few people that have joined us. Let's see what other comments we have. Hey, guys. Hey, sweetie, I love you too. And Susan, great to see you. Everyone, thank you so much. And dare to do things different. Dare to face your pain. Dare to face yourself and realize that your life is under your control. Choose to go through the pain to get to the other side. Choose to embrace the anguish so that you can create the abundance coming into your world. Choose today. This is Paul Finck. This is the Maverick Millionaire, and this is Maverick Mondays. Till next time, everyone. Take care now.